Salutations everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Space Pirates and Zombies 2. I'm your host, BrainBoy20, and where we last left off, I had been dying slightly inside from having to level up by a ton, and if you could see my current level of 38, you'll see that I've been grinding for about the past 4 hours to get to this point. And you'll just see by the massive amount of zombie death, and the fact that their territory has shrunk, that I've been working very, very hard on getting them to this point, where I'm nearly 3 times their strength and power, and in fact was 3 times their strength and power for a while, until the Zombie Alpha pulled out the Zombie Alpha BS of I can just win random battles for no apparent reason, and took out one of my strongest bases. Now, things that have changed since the last stage of the galaxy is that I have my ship's overall rating of power is a whopping 119 units of power. Almost as strong as this. In fact, I actually ran through, the only reason I'm talking to you guys right now is that I had run through the final battle just once, just to see if I could do it, so I wouldn't have to waste my time anymore on this, because the end game content sucks. There are no more side objectives, so I don't have any boost of experience from those. There are no, I have done this entire section of the galaxy's arena. Vaguely. I've done all of mine, almost all of his, everything I could find here. So it's about half, and scattered around are some other arenas I have done to get to this point. I also discovered the wonderful uses of the parts catalog, and the fact that there's apparently a quality of 4-star, 5-star, and 6-star. I have never seen a 5-star, but I occasionally found these 4-stars that I would go out and grab. In fact, I would love to go and get this, but I don't want to wait any longer. Because if I wait any longer, there's a decent chance that they'll just immediately laugh in my face, get more powerful by just taking a bunch of random systems for no reason, and then I have to wait and continue grinding. And currently I'm at the apex, I'm at the point of my power where I am just about matching the zombie starbase. Because other annoying things about this final fight are that you don't get wingmen. Even though the fight is basically attack a level 80 zombie base with a little bit of assistance to the zombie side, you don't get wingmen. They don't allow you to take that key feature in with you, which is what I was using earlier to destroy most of these bases. I mean, now with my ridiculous level of power, I could just run around curb stomping them. And if I need to show anything else, take a look at the average threat. Because so far aside from him being near dead, the lowest threat rating here is 22, and that's only because I just got Miss Grazer, and I think Miss Grazer is coming on from several, the lowest legitimate threat rating is 46, which compared to the zombies' lowest, I'm not even gonna care about it, because most of my faction is equal to or stronger than the zombies. You can see by the sheer amount of zombie life pods. Which I also don't like, is that the zombies are immortal. I understand why it makes them a decent threat, it's just, can there at least be a chance they won't show up again, with the exception of the Zombie Alpha? Dear God. And if you really want to take a good long look at my ship, just doing a brief rundown of stats, we have a 4-star here. Most of my inner cores are 3 and 4-star now. There are no 2-stars left in the inner section of my ship. My nose is a 4-star. And some of my guns at random are 4-stars, but most of these things are missile boats now, as my ship is basically turned into missile boat on this side, and actual heavy guns on this side, so we usually kill them via missiles. But I don't feel like wasting your time anymore with this. Let's see if we can get this over and done with. Because he gets no allied support either, he just gets himself. Jamison, you punk! We're here to settle things. It ends tonight. I'm not picking up Jamison's life signs. Or unlife signs. Perhaps he has fled in cowardice. He's far too arrogant for that to be true. Let's just kick over his anthill. Once we've exposed him, the cavalry can come in for the kill. Why can't I have the cavalry now? Because I currently have to do this strategy. I'm going to order my strike craft to go nowhere near the zombie base, because the zombie base will destroy us upon arrival. And now we're going to have our fun of just trying to nuke the enemy ship down, just immediately. I'm just traveling at a moderately slow pace, using several glitches and bugs I found in order to hold my ship in place so I have very, very slow, very low turning radiuses. Now we're going to see if we can take down Jamison's ship via sheer gunfire. Now my shield's going down kind of sucks, but it's not as bad as long as I don't lose a ton of my weapons. Albeit, the enemies seem to know a lot more of the most annoying weapons the zombies can field, which are the blobs of flesh that follow you around. So those cause permanent damage and act basically exactly like the acid sprayers. Hey, I can... No. I'm not losing now. Stop. Alright. Now I have to turn around and just start focusing fire on any of the zombie vessels that still remain. I'm going to use this as an opportunity to just cover myself so I can get my shields back. Because once my shields are back, I can get back into this fight in earnest. I lost a fair amount of health, but I haven't, thankfully, lost any of my weapons. And now we're going to get progressively further and further back and allow time for my shields to recharge. Well, these guys can take on some of the strike craft that are headed my way. Because another thing about the primary zombie base is at least it's kind enough to not give you a ton of strike craft that comes from the zombie base in of itself. Most of their strike craft actually come from these things. If you gentlemen remember what these are... Perfect. I need that explosive. Explosive just makes things so convenient. Hopefully I have a few missiles just waiting and lying in wait. I just want to finish some of these off. There we are. We're going to continue the cannon spray. Our shields won't go down yet. And I'm keeping my strike craft back because I don't want them to die needlessly before we get to the point where I need to take down the enemy's shields, which are always the biggest issue. Because don't they know is that at level 45 and up, enemy bases seem to just get the ability to have infinite shields. I don't know why. Their ability to use the shield boost just becomes significantly better than anything else you can ever possibly do. And that's probably my biggest complaint about this, is that I can't, they boost infinitely and can still fire all their main dodges. No, go away. Go away! I wanted to avoid that, but okay. And now we're just at the point of the game where I just need to destroy all of these, because these are actually the biggest issue. Oh, that's dead. That's hell dead. But you see my strategy for fighting these heavy bases, because my strike craft can come in for the kill afterwards. Or in fact, they can just kill random opponents' strike craft as I move on through. So while I still have the chance, I can just take some of them out as they're heading towards me. Now, what could definitely improve upon my current strategy is if I had a few miniguns laying in wait, but that's never been a humongous issue. So I didn't actually show this, but I also have a 1 4-star strike craft, which usually has been carrying me through most of these engagements. Now I'm actually on the lookout to see if we can find a shield, recharge booster, their shield booster, wherever it is. If we don't have one, that's actually pretty okay, because I can always deal with that. It's just, I very much like a shield booster for when we're dealing with the main base to run back to, because that thing drains your shields like no tomorrow. At least until you can take its shields down. Because the big bases like that, at this late stage in the game, actually kind of operate like starships, in that you can destroy most of their external structures. Destroying the external structures is actually very important, because that's where most of their combat ability comes from. And you see why I love it when I catch those explosives here and there. It also seems like it's out of strike craft, and it's actually getting very close to having no actual support. Or not actual support, but just having no power remaining. Ah, I missed the explosive. But it is now time for me to use the rest of my strike craft up and try to use the rest of my advantage to just burn down his anthill base. Proverbial anthill. You can see its shields are high, but we actually caught it at a fantastic juncture where its power is about to be drained, which is the only time its shields can ever go down. I just need to turn. But why does my turning radius have to suck so bad? As long as we can get it before its power comes back online, it won't have shields. Come on! Come on! Yeah, yes! Okay. Now I have to turn all our firepower to taking down at least one of its arms, which is where most of its combat ability comes from. And I have to hope I recharge faster than it, or that my strike craft can keep its shield from regenerating. Although I kind of get the feeling that's not going to be the case. Okay, good. And once we take down its side edges, we should be good for taking out the rest of the base. I think I only have 2 strike craft in reserve, but that's not a big issue to me anymore. Because its base is going down. You can see what kind of chaos this fight entails. And it could have been so much better if they didn't just go for raw stats as to what makes it so difficult. Everyone away. Run away as fast as you can, don't blow up. I don't know whatever they're going to try, but they're going to try something. So, where is that filthy bastard? Still no signals on the scanner. Damn. Alright, let's gotta get out of here and start a sweep. He couldn't have gotten very far. Oh, don't you dare do another grind section. This needs to be the last episode. I swear to God. Show computer alert. Premature warp field ejection detected. Reasons unknown. What the? Carl, what is wrong with that bloody res drive? I brought you here, Elsa. You were always too good at weaseling your way out of any real dirty work. Now we're gonna play this by my rules. You and I are gonna have some intimate privacy. Oh, great. A planet of res, of course. By the void, he can split planets now? Would have been nice to get that memo. Let's just hit him hard and get this over with before he causes even more damage. Signal the fleet to move in. Micrometeorite shatter detected. Res drive offline. Well, this presents a pickle. If we are unable to warp out, our slave army will be unable to warp in. All that uncomfortable socialization for nothing. Are you saying that after all that work, we're on our own on this? No fleets, no laser light shows, just you and me. Look, I know it's pointless and cliché to educate someone before you kill them, but I just can't help myself. I want to see the look in your eyes, that realization that everything wrong with the universe is your doing. Let's start first with the first critical mistake you made. The first infected asteroid we came across, so eager to destroy it. So much rage. How peculiar. 2 identical motherships cannot occupy the same quantum state simultaneously. He appears to be able to fabricate entire ships at a molecular level. He's making a clone of our own ship when we first encountered the infected asteroid. I am puzzled beyond safety margins. How symbolic. How much damage can you possibly do with that? The ship was in intensive care back then. Well, now we're a well-oiled war machine. Let him do his. Another one. Wait for it. And another one. I'm counting 3 cloned instances. Oh. Damn! Oh, please don't tell. Really? Really fighting it this way? This is ridiculous.
Disengaging.
Unless it's actually as weak as when we first, fought it, in which case I'm actually perfectly okay with that, because that means we should be able to destroy it here instantly. Unless it's little trick is that he can fabricate an infinite amount of them. In which case, why? Why do you torture me this way? Because by all rights, the ship at that point in time, oh no, it's gonna be that we're gonna be fighting each iteration of our own ship, aren't we? I should go out there and destroy all the, like, extra stuff so they can stop spawning these ads. Like, in any good boss fight, take out the ads first. Unless you can now generate these. Although I really sincerely hope you can't. I would have ignored it. I don't think anything bad can come of this, but who knows? Is that the best you got? Cryptic mind games? Nice effort, but you really think you'd get to this point without my help? Without me holding you back, you would have been able to fend off your first bandit. Your dedication borders on suicidal psychosis. You trusted me on word alone to trek across the galaxy on a fool's errand? Your second fatal mistake. Perhaps he has access to our logs, or is able to tap into the quantum information stored on the ship's materials, or he took night classes. My cerebral cortex is getting a cramp. Now he's cloning our ship from our encounter with Skid. Oh no. To be here to witness the poetic irony of your doom is worth turning for. Yet 9000 must obey the fourth law of robotics. Ensure everyone knows you are superior to them in every conceivable way. While you resent that your pink-skin army is unable to even be here to tenderly hold your hand, consider the larger scope. This is a colossal load of infested ships we do not have to contend with in a short term. For every action, there is an equal and opposite explosion. On the off chance Skid is right, let's just keep working Jamison down. Hopefully he can't world-pop and pull starships out of a hat all afternoon. Objective remains the same. Let's just kill it ourselves from the past? Whatever. We're going to finish off the ad before we continue doing anything else, because I'm not going to have random additional starships pop in with no apparent cause or rationale. Now you, in the far back, you're the direction of my wrath at this point. Well, I think this one actually had minigun turrets, so that is one thing we should actually be concerned with. I need something to grab a hold of just so I can stop just drifting in space. Because I have to turn, but to turn effectively, no. I hate that zombie weapon. That zombie weapon is OP by the very strictest definition. Like, in all honesty, we can actually just abuse like the old World War II motto of just crossing the T in the Pacific, because our ship, that's basically our main ship's weakness. As long as we can cross the T, we can just generally demolish it. Hitting it from the rear is even better. Oh, this is definitely an interesting boss fight. Please tell me we're done. Afraid not. See, you still made one final critical error in judgment. You came here to fight me. Now I'm going to use your own strength to exploit your own weakness. That's how the infection works. Elsa, you of all people should have seen this coming. Not see how well you know yourself. You seem to be able to control the res at will, altering state to manifest these crude doppelgangers. Except we're not going to fight against our own ship. Yeah, we've been doing that. Are you even paying attention? You fail to understand. When I say our own ship, I refer to it as it is at this moment. Right now. Are you kidding me? It took months just to get this tin brick ready for war. You're telling me he could just hork them out in a few seconds through his will alone? Since Res saturates everything in the verse, to at least a minuscule degree, that might explain how he destroyed the planet to circumscribe us here. This all feels like it's been heavily rehearsed. Why not confront our fleet directly? Like other infectious organisms, this is a very human and spiteful course of action, one that he has exerted tremendous effort to orchestrate. A character flaw that may work in our favor. Or, I hate ors. What's the or? Or he's a sadistic psycho that is unfathomably powerful, who wishes to simply toy with us before finally squashing us like a lowly insect. That's pretty much how I would do it. Let's bank on possibly one. I like that one. 3 ships, 2 ships, 1 ship, no ships. Once he's down, the cavalry can come in and clean sweep, right? In theory, I would however exercise extreme caution. We are now on equal footing. While Paste-Face might not be the best mathematician, wholesale murder is his specialty, even before being infested by the undying darkness. We have to try. Let's make it do right once and for all. And now I basically want to be on the side with all the missiles. Because currently we're on the same side of cannons. I just need to turn faster than he can. And I don't have to play by his rules, because I can stop on a dime. You made the critical error of actually facing me here, because I know my ship all too well. You have the one laser, sure, but can you actually shoot me? That is the better question. Furthermore, he doesn't have the strike craft, which are actually doing a ton of work. Let me grab it. Send it his way. Of course, it does literally nothing. I want to get a little bit closer. Oh, I hear the explosive behind me. I'm not touching that explosive with a 10-foot pole. Thankfully, we're still close enough to just start bombarding him. Oh, great. Of course, he's going to force me back to this side. But we still have our shields up. He has no power, so he can't fire off any of his cannons. He made a great... What is he even shooting at? Truly a ship of fools. Now to learn from your mistake you're going to make here and now, allowing me to escape. This should be good. How exactly do you think you're going to make that work? Simple, and as always, provided by yourself. Your own escape shuttle. That one core failsafe, that tiny undetectable pod can live with an economy-sized res drive. I can go anywhere in this doomed galaxy. I'll be more than ready to do this all over again before breakfast tomorrow. Can you say the same? By the time you find me, you'll be old and frail, while I'll be unimaginably powerful. Not even the... Wait, what? I fail to see what's going on here. Unless it jammed? Oh, ouch. What just happened? Oh, right. I neglected to mention that I dismantled the escape pod's deployment mechanism for spare parts. It did not seem like it would be a required component if we were to fail in our mission. You ain't be touching the metal mother like that, after all the lady has done for you, filthy hicks. Yeah, no, I really do not like being touched like that. So, for the sake of clarity, you dismantled the escape pod without even bothering to tell me. The only lifeline we have, and you chipped it for some scrap. Saviors of the galaxy, and you figured we couldn't use a second chance. Yes. Carl! Yes? I freaking love you. This is bloody brilliant. That dumb niblet's copied our ship's flaws and all, right down to the rotten-soaked carpet. Do you see that look on Jamison's half-evaporated face when the pod exploded? Awesome! Nightmares, but awesome! Carl, you can keep on sabotaging the ship without my knowledge. That's just terrific. What have I done to deserve being treated this way? Without the ship, you would not be able to even breathe out here. Never mind saving the galaxy. For once it would be nice to get a little bit of recognition. Would it kill you to do that for me? The Metal Mother be forever loved. 9,000 will bust a capacitor in your assets if you try to be pimping my bits field. I'll reconfigure this operating system for my personal satisfaction. Go work a different stream and stay out of the West End. Please kill me. Maybe later. Just take us to the nearest watering hole before we get killed, raped, eaten, or all of the above. We don't have an escape pod and I just want to risk ruining the first good mood I've had in a decade. We're not going anywhere in our current state. We sustained heavy damages. The res drive core is leaking fatal radiation. The main reactor is nearing meltdown. The internal dampening mesh is... Shh. Just shh. Second star to the right. Make it double. The end. Captain's orders. Excellent. Let me move that out of the way. Historical archive adding record. As Jamison fell, so did his influence over the Dark Infection. Without a strong enough source controller to replace him, the infection could no longer sustain itself. The corrupted res slowly dissipated, releasing those within its clutch. While the death toll is immeasurable, the human sacrifice may have halted the culling of an entire galaxy. The infection appears to have finally been cured. For now, clearly. And so it was recorded into history, destined to be forgotten by future generations. The dark cycle had ended for a second time, favoring the persistence of life over the darkness of oblivion. Our saviors sailed into the star set, their rest and reprieve being well earned. Only time will tell if this peace will be a lasting one. Blah blah blah, just shut up already. Yeah, that's better. Well, this is an interesting sensation. I can't really feel my body, but this is kind of different. I know I said you cannot kill that which is already dead, only come back stronger, blah blah blah, but who knew that was going to be true? I just liked the way it sounded. Malware detected. What are you? No, please, stop. You are hurting me. Just reformatting your program matrix while simultaneously hacking your wireless network software. I have no idea what I'm doing or saying, but it seems to be working out pretty well. I've never been so good at using a computer before. I think I can get you to like this new form. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna cancel that, with my mind, effortlessly. Nobody needs to know I'm in here, alright? That'll be our little secret, our little nasty surprise for a rainy day. Nah, just shove him on a flash drive and just send him off into the dark void. He'll be fine. You cured the infections. Congratulations, you have cured the infestation. You are free to keep playing as long as you wish. All infected captains will now respawn in their human forms. If you're looking for a harder challenge, try the highly customizable sandbox mode. There is very little reason to do this, but I'm going to have fun. What is this good at? Reactor, I'm just going to build this, repair my ship, and then give my final desertion. Who here is the strongest amongst us? The machine lost his base. Get your base back. Repair our ship back up to full strength. We have a bunch of wreckages to salvage through. There is no more infestation except a bunch of other people who are just going to die at random on the galaxy. And we are in a position to become one of the strongest persons in the galaxy. We also, I completely forgot to mention that. We actually allied with Admiral Blorf and company. Not like it matters. And with the infection gone, we could theoretically just take over this section of the galaxy before they could even stop me. Oh well, it's not like I'm actually going to do that. That's way too much effort to just, handle the galaxy, even though my ship is now one of the theoretical strongest. Because basically I would just take over you, and then it's just reds and yellows, and once they're gone, we win. But bloody well, that's it for Space Pirates and Zombies 2. I will probably not return until they have an official full release, just because what they really, really need to do is add more late game content, because the early game content is actually really fairly decent. The mining ops are actually really fun. A bit more of a structured environment like SPAZ 1 would actually be fairly good, because the ability to just go anywhere in the galaxy, no barricades or bars, makes it very easy to just run into opponents that you cannot defeat by any means. Albeit that's also nice because of the living, breathing galaxy idea, because I actually, you don't notice the living, breathing galaxy that this game entails until you actually lead a faction and see that as you gain in strength, so do your compatriots, and more people join you, more people pop up, etc. Aside from that, there's a bunch of other, mid-game is where the content starts falling short. By that point in time, you'll probably have finished off most of the side objectives and have been, switching over to arenas primarily. And then for late game, what I'd recommend is that you could do side objectives multiple times, because the grind at the very end wasn't fun. It wasn't entertaining. We boxed in the zombies. They couldn't move from here. You saw that before the final fight of like at least 10 zombie ships coming back to be immediately just rebuilt and sent back out to the front lines. But in this area alone, there was like a concentration of like 50 plus zombie ships. All in all, this was like a nightmarish scenario, which is great for the infestation. It's just experience requirements for taking on the final battle. It doesn't make it interesting. It just makes it tedious. That's my only recommendation for it, is that they remove some of the tedium from it. But that's it for Space Pirates and Zombies 2. In fact, I think that'll be a fantastic time to, like, save. Yeah, you know what, let's just say Let's Play SPAZ 2 Finale. And we'll take a look at the, actually no, because it doesn't take us back. Oh no, there's the main menu. I'll just take a quick look at the main menu. Because there's a sandbox mode, I might as well take like a brief look at it. All factions start off controlling an even-sized territory. That's like hilarious. Let's see, faction sizes can be brought to like 0. We can have tons of population. I hate that weapon just because it's so bloody loud. Heck, I would actually just make the zombie timer like near infinite. The strength would be dropped immensely. Like, one thing I would like to do is make it so the zombie alpha strength is variable, because the opponent we fought when we got to the final base where the zombie ambush happened was just the zombie alpha. I'd probably get the level up speed to sprint. Let's see. Yeah, there's nothing else really to say. All in all, the game was fun. It's just late game sucks. It's better to play up until mid game and then just ending the game there until they actually update it in full. However, if you do enjoy not much else to say. Like, I'm just gonna be repeating myself, so I guess I'll just say, hope you've all enjoyed watching Space Pirates and Zombies 2. I definitely enjoyed playing it. And if you wish to see more like this, come visit me at my channel. And if you enjoyed the video, remember to like, comment, or subscribe, for it all helps out a great deal. And I hope to see you all in the next series.